Hello and welcome to today's stream. We are playing some more Tangle Tower. I still don't think I have the cursor, but oh well. So we've done a few streams of this. I'm also wearing my earphones instead of my headphones today because I wanted the beanie on. Because I really need a haircut, but that means I can't hear myself quite as well. So I apologize if that leads to any strange audio things. Hello, Catherine. Okay, so let's get started. I'm also, here we go. I'm also streaming on a different network again because my other one doesn't seem to be working very well today. So it might be less consistent, might be more consistent, I don't know, but I apologize. In any case, this is a slightly slower paced game anyway, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. Now I'm forgetting what we did last time and what we didn't do last time. What's up, Luke? I don't know, let's ask her about stuff. This is Fiona, I believe.
What is your opinion of Tangle Tower?
Oh, it's impressive. Elaborate gardens, unique architecture.
Must be worth a fortune.
Also, I was drinking some Super M before stream, and Luke and I have an ongoing, had an ongoing debate about whether Super M is better than Yogi Sip. Not even Story Stumpy, Yogi Sip, because he's that much of a pleb. And obviously it's Super M. Anyway, moving on with the stream.
Why do you ask, Fifi?
I am the heir of the Fellow family and the Remington family. This makes me the sole beneficiary of Tangle Tower.
Interesting.
That's quite an inheritance.
They can't make you do anything, Fifi.
A lot of pressure on
If
Fifi.
you don't want the house, just tell them. Or just sell it. Who cares?
You sound like her.
Ooh. Oh, we haven't asked her about our case
I
file.
require facts. What do you know?
Well, we know Freya was stabbed with a knife, and then she fell.
Correction. She was stabbed with something. There was no knife found at the crime scene.
That is true.
Apart from the one in the painting.
Which, as a mere abstract representation, does not count. Nobody has ever been stabbed by the concept of a knife.
I don't know if that's true, but alright. Let's show this room photo.
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
That was a really strange response, and also you're wrong, Luke. So we have all these clues. Wow. Yeah, a TV is better than a microwave, though. In any case, we have all these clues pointing at someone else existing, like this, this photo, and these weird things. I don't know. So yeah, how about this?
It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya? Strange. Her father's Felix. Yes. Okay. Might as well get some information on this. A wooden carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint.
You guys are all wrong. The red part without red paint. Yeah, it is suspicious. I already pointed that
The red
out.
paint on the brush is not paint.
Huh?
It is blood.
Wow.
Same for the palette.
So Freya added the blood to the painting herself?
Or blood got on the brush and palette some other way?
Strange.
I do not know the answer.
Her eyes are strange. Now, I'm sorry for all of you who are so misguided as to think that Yogi Sip is superior to Super M. I mean, I love yogurt. I have yogurt every morning with my cornflakes, but well, what does this say?
Curious.
I forgot what it says. Let me quickly look at it again. combination is drawn on the other sheet. Once you have it memorized, destroy it. I do not agree with your reasons. You will find it down there. Down there. Yogi Sip is a meal. Super M is a drink. Okay, I agree. Super M is a drink. I don't know if I agree Yogi Sip is a meal. That gives it a little bit too much credit.
Sure, why not build a science lab in the corner of the library?
The search for new knowledge, the archiving of old knowledge. It's downright poetic.
That was pretty poetic, yeah.
A chalkboard.
Is this a library or a classroom?
Haha. There's a lot of stuff here. What? That doesn't seem right. This is all rather strange. I'm not entertaining this line of conversation anymore. What the heck? This makes me think elements, but there's a lot of stuff on here. I have a feeling that this is the most important thing, but I can't.
I'm not sure I learned anything from that.
Yeah, I don't know if that was important or not. Oh, I didn't know we had a little relationship thing. Close friend. Okay, let's learn more about the relationships. We haven't done much of that.
Name, Freya Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, artist.
I think there should be colons. That's my opinion. It's not technically incorrect, but I think it should be.
Deceased.
Wow.
Understand this. Most people find me difficult. They exhibit a noticeable degree of discomfort when talking to me.
The annoying character, as
There
I
it
pointed
is.
out in one stream.
Freya, who had a way of being an exception to any given rule, was not at all like this.
Interesting.
She is very important, and I will not
Is?
rest until I understand what has happened to her.
Is
Did
she
you
alive?
spend a lot of time with Freya recently?
I will say this. In the past year, Freya became, 1, increasingly independent, and 2, increasingly isolated.
Do you know why?
I do not. If you are looking for a speculative, empathetic opinion, try asking Poppy instead.
The three of you are friends.
We are of a similar age, and all highly gifted. 1 scientist, 1 artist, and 1 musician.
Sounds like quite a team.
Got my jacket on. Indeed, indeed. Fits?
Name, Fitzfellow. Age, 24. Profession, cryptobotanist. Likes
Strange.
soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist?
Indeed.
I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and Fitz just barely 5.
Haha, eye to eye. Super M is better in terms of taste, texture, and ability to refresh, while Yogi Sip is superior in terms of quality and rigidity of containment vessel, comfort in the hand, and providing sustenance. Is the vessel really that much better? Comfort in the hand. I don't know about that one either. Well, maybe. Maybe just barely. You know.
So, what's your problem with him?
Exactly 1 week ago,
Yes?
I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
He was also carrying a knife.
Huh. Very suspicious. Let's hear about Hawkshaw.
Name, Hawkshaw. Age, unknown. Profession, private detective. Likes, quote, being left alone. Dislikes, quote, being constantly badgered by a weirdo nerd with a clipboard.
Yes. Oof. How about Pointer?
Name, Percival Pointer. Age, 57.
Wow.
Profession, none.
I'm pretty sure he's an astronomer.
Oh, yes, of course. How uncharacteristically forgetful of me.
Okay, so she doesn't like Pointer. Poppy.
Name, Poppy Pointer. Age, 19.
Yes.
Profession, oh. Apparently Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had of course originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written the ghost of Christmas yet to come.
That's quite cool. Felix.
Name, Felix Fellow. Age, 53.
Wow.
Profession,
He wears it well.
none. Likes, collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value. Dislikes,
That's
the
quite funny.
inescapable realities of human existence.
Wow.
Notes, Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but
That's
I
true.
would say no.
No? Why not?
You asked me a binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the two possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions, and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, then.
Grimoire.
No, he is quite correct.
Why are you booing me? I'm right. So Felix and Fitz are the most suspicious to me at the moment. This is here by
Name,
Flora.
Flora
Penny's the
Fellow.
least suspicious.
Age, 44. Profession, unknown. Likes, unknown. Dislikes,
Unknown.
Isn't she your mother? How do you not know anything?
I believe other people may have discovered methods of reaching her,
Wow.
but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
And
It's
how
an
long
entire-
has Flora been non-verbal?
She has always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
I like the comment that Catherine added.
She suffered a great loss, something she has been unable to move beyond.
Might have been Remington, her brother, or something about her siblings. Penny is the least suspicious to me.
Penelope Pointer, age 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds. Dislikes, insects. Notes, Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her.
Oof. Well, that's everyone. I think this gave us some insight. I'm glad that we talked to the the nerd first. Let's talk to Poppy or Fitz. Fitz really freaks me out, so let's go back to Poppy. I don't know if we presented the sheet music to her. Also, I really like the song. Some interesting things. Ooh, that is cool. Case file, Tangle down. So we have looked at some stuff here. Oh, we didn't ask about the secret diary. We'll come back to it. What's this?
Are they paper lanterns?
Whatever they are, I like them. It's like a little parade of floating spirits.
I hope Ben was talking to Catherine. Or are you talking to me? So let's ask about some things here. Sheet music.
Yeah, it's mine.
Play the melody.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
That's not that impressive. Okay. I don't know if that sounded correct or not. What was
Yeah,
the significance?
It's mine.
What's so special about it?
I got it from my teacher. It's the first piece I ever learned.
A piece
How
is
long
a strong
have you
word.
been playing?
Since the day I turned 6. Family tradition. I
Nope.
was really excited to start learning. As soon as I got out of my first lesson, I told Freya and Fifi all about it.
Yeah. I wish I could pause the stream. Yeah, experiencing some technical issues. Yeah, we were experiencing some issues. So the stream probably died there for a second. I hope it's back now. Okay, we had some problems there for a second. But it seems we're back. Seems we're back. Apologize for that. That is the reason I don't like using this network. It does go down more often than the other one. Let's just continue. Since I got out of my first lesson, I told Freya and Fifi all about it.
When I arrived at my second lesson the next day, Freya was there too. She hadn't asked permission, just showed up. For 2 whole years, the teacher taught us both.
Was Freya any good?
She would have been even better than me if she'd stuck with it. But one day, she just stopped coming to lessons.
Why?
That's just it. There was no reason. That's when I realized things were different for her.
What does that mean? Catherine, you might be quite far behind, or I don't know what happened. Maybe I just reconnected and suddenly got your message. Okay, leave it there. This might have some significance, so we'll return to it. What's this?
I think everybody sees something different.
Did Freya ever tell you what she saw in it?
Not exactly. She said something about it being from a recurring nightmare.
Sorry, but if it was from a nightmare, why would you paint it and leave it in front of your bed?
Maybe she wanted to take control of it. Giving something a physical form
Very
could make
artsy.
it easier to deal with. Well, sometimes.
Very artsy. An open
Do
letter.
you think that's weird? That the letter isn't addressed to anyone or signed by anyone?
It is strange.
Someone's being deliberately secretive.
Or they're trying to manipulate you?
Still suspicious. Let's talk to her about her relationships to people. Did we talk to Fifi about Fifi? I don't know about that. Let's ask her about Fitz.
Softly does the flower grow, all in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way. Feathers flashing in the light, from a sunbeam gleaming bright. I shield my eyes and turn my head, but all at once I've been misled. Light is shining on the stage, but through the railings of a cage.
Wow. She doesn't like the way she keeps birds.
Between the lips a silver spoon, a story written all too soon. The chosen dwelling of her heart, unjustly chosen to depart. Lost her liberation lays in the center of a maze.
Just want to quickly get my chat back up so I can see it better. I think we might be I don't know how to fix this, But so I just want to check. I don't think I can see YouTube comments at the moment. Okay. So that's unfortunate. Oh well. Where were we? Oh, she was talking about Fifi. I thought I clicked Freya from the poem, although I wasn't paying complete attention. See that the network going down for a second kind of screwed my chat up, so now I can't see all the messages, which kind of sucks.
Hard of head, but free of mind, unimprisoned, unconfined. With starry eyes, she sees beyond, behind our walls, beneath our pond. A soul untied, it's hers, it's free. Was then, is now, will ever be.
Wow, that was actually a really good one.
Foregone drifter, holding fast, days as shadow seeker past. Is it bravery or surrender, accepting that your world will render nothing darker than the gloom some four walls make around a room?
So Felix is a very depressed character, it seems. Hawkshaw.
With surging tide, the waves are thrown, an entity of all its own. But on its surface you may see, reflected in the waters be, the orchestrator, pale and still, pulling strings, enacting will.
That is foreboding. And ominous.
Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tether, slowly fraying, floating, helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet. Needless noise from tongues expel, unless within the mouth they dwell. The spoken word, unfit for dealing with the shifting form of feeling. Stand unblinking in the face of taciturn and soundless space.
I just want to check something.
That's me. I'm on a list of murder suspects.
Yep.
Always thought that would be kind of cool, but it's just tedious.
Yep.
Falls a little short, doesn't it?
Taciturn.
I didn't know that was how that was pronounced. Okay, well this has been enlightening. Oh, I got an achievement for listening to all the poems. It is... Talk to Hawkshaw. Because that intrigued me.
Poppy has remarkable musical talent. She could be famous, wealthy even, if she wanted to.
She'd probably have to leave Tangle Tower first.
Quite.
Fits.
I'll say this, he's well suited to physical labor.
That's a
Wow.
nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the greenhouse, but I heard he's been breeding experimental flowers in secret.
Whoa, scandal.
I just wonder if he's getting restless.
Strange.
Considerably intelligent, and her powers of observation are enviable. But she has no ambition, no focus.
In her defense, she's still a teenager.
Barely.
Well, yeah.
Did you get anything useful out of him?
Not sure. What about you?
Nothing worth committing to paper.
I think he knows more than he lets on.
Probably. But talking with him is so tedious. Freya Fellow is of great interest to me. I perceived her to be the most intelligent individual here at Tangle Tower. Within a day, she had identified for whom I was working and for what I was searching. I didn't know how she did it. I was impressed. I regret that I did not question her more thoroughly when I had the opportunity.
You
Interesting.
couldn't have known she was about to be killed, though.
I have only myself to blame for failing to perceive the signs.
What signs?
I do not wish to do your job for you, Detective.
Just gonna turn the game's audio down just a little bit. It seemed a bit loud. Penny.
I find her rather embarrassing, little more than a spoilt child.
Penny
Wow.
must be at least 25.
27. Just makes it worse. Professor Pointer's a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself.
Mm-hmm.
What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
Flora.
Quite the stoic statue, isn't she? I can only dream of being as cold and indifferent as Flora Fellow.
You think she's hiding something?
Perhaps. She has some strange habits. I heard she barely sleeps, an hour here or there, sporadically. Spends the rest of her time staring up at the sky.
Okay, well, I can see YouTube chat now on my phone. Yeah. And Hawkshaw.
314 cases solved.
Wow.
314?
Wow. I must admit I wasn't paying the most attention to her description of Flora, but, you know, I can always watch it in the recap if it comes down to it. Maybe. Anything we should ask about?
The paint is still wet.
Yeah, well, we know Freya was in the middle of painting when she was killed.
Do you know that? How? Because you were told?
Makes a good point. Well, let us continue. He's so creepy. But I want to hear about how he feels about people.
Poppy and I are friends.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong?
Fifi?
Fifi doesn't like me.
What did you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know. Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
She was always kind to me. She'd come into the greenhouse when I was working, sometimes by herself, sometimes with Poppy. I think they were just bored at first. Eventually, they started asking questions.
About what?
Poppy wanted to learn about flowers. Freya, she used to ask me about the insects.
Insects?
One of my jobs is to protect plants from things that might eat them. Freya brought me this little glass box, leaves and twigs inside. She'd say, put all the troublemakers in there. Every day I'd put a handful of beetles and other things in the box. Then she'd come along and take it away. I didn't really understand her, but she was always kind.
Strange.
Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be. And people think she's, well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing recently?
Good. It's good.
For some reason, I don't believe.
I imagine you don't visit the astronomy tower too often, do you?
No, but I still see Pointer, sometimes. He's always curious about what I'm growing in the greenhouse.
I see we have 3 people on YouTube at the moment, so I don't know who the third one is, but welcome.
Asks me about the birds, too, and insects. He's pretty clued up on his evolutionary biology.
I didn't think there was much overlap between astronomy and biology.
Strange.
She
Hawkshaw.
questioned me.
About what?
My work, the plants, bit of everything.
Did she search the greenhouse?
No, she didn't.
You sure? Maybe she did it when you weren't in there.
No, she hasn't touched it.
How can you tell?
Trust me, I can tell.
Oh, I'm seeing some problems in the stream for a moment. That's not good. I hope it doesn't crash again. I've also been
Flora. I hope she's all right.
I've also been investigating capturing footage from my Switch, so I might have a way to do that soon-ish.
Do you think she had anything to do with the murder?
There's no way. She wouldn't willingly cause any additional suffering for anyone.
Okay. And you,
You met
Fitz?
this guy, Fitz? Shifty eyes, doesn't say a lot. Totally suspicious, if you ask me.
That's me.
Yeah, that's... It was a joke. I was joking.
Oh, I see.
I see. I don't think there's any need to ask him about other stuff, at the moment at least. But he said something about Penelope being different to the way she acts, so let's try to get an idea of what that might mean. Let me look at that mirror quickly.
I don't like mirrors. They steal your soul.
How do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
If I was Ben, I would just enter Josh's room randomly. I only saw that now, but interesting.
I do by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other.
That's impressive. Okay. We don't have to ask her about all this stuff, I think, but... Oh, we can ask her about Tangle Tower.
It's probably quite impressive. To a visitor, fresh eyes and all that.
Not to you.
Try living in it for 20 years. The sheen wears off. If it wasn't for my fits, I'd have little reason to stay.
What about inheritance? You're the next oldest pointer after your uncle, aren't you?
Well, thank you very much for phrasing it like that. But no, any money left in the Pointer family will pass down directly to Poppy.
Is that fair?
I couldn't care less, to be perfectly honest.
Wow. She does seem quite disgruntled.
She mostly ignores me, if I'm honest.
How come?
Well, we're not quite on the same intellectual level.
Oh, you don't need to.
No, it's quite all right. I'm comfortable with it.
Okay.
Isn't he strapping?
He is
Tall.
big.
Big. Okay.
And so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
I don't remember asking for your input. Oh, did you talk to Poppy already?
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you make any notes of what she told you?
Why are you trying to cast suspicion on Poppy?
Lovely. Burn them. It'll all be lies.
Why?
Why would Poppy lie to us?
Because that's what she does. She's...
Okay, well, we've had some... That's our second crash of the day. Very cool. Not very cool. I think we're back, though. I've basically restarted the stream, so I'm gonna have to stitch this all together somehow on YouTube. I think. I don't know. But anyway. I hope you can all return. Was this about Felix? Sounds like it.
People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves. Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable.
I think he is.
She'd sit in the aviary, first thing in the morning, and paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st
Very cool.
birthday, she gave me a framed painting. All the birds from a single spring, with their names written underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her. But she had a way of understanding unspoken things.
Did we see this painting in this bird book?
Somebody taking an interest in extinct animals.
Extinct.
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one, well, it was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh.
Strange. Anyway, let's continue talking about people.
Can't say I've ever taken an interest in Uncle's astronomy. On occasion, I've dared to visit him in his tower, but I always regret it. It's all just a little too abstract for me.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you know the sun is apparently over 400,000 miles wide? Okay, so what should I do with that information? How does it help me?
Fair enough.
Don't look at me. You're the one who memorized it.
She's a most unsavory little... She was incredibly rude about my appearance.
I
Which
see.
part? The giant bird arms, or...
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others. I mean,
Oof.
look at her. She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow.
Wow.
I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself.
Ah, Uncle
Professor
Pointer.
Pointer? Why him?
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in. She's his responsibility. Did
Information.
you not know that?
Information.
A fellow bird enthusiast. She's quite the expert, truth be told. Studied them professionally at one point. I think her father taught her.
Are you friends with Flora?
A little bit.
A little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
I can see that.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Doesn't like
Ouch.
Felix.
I said it.
Doesn't like Poppy at all.
Oh, she's beautiful. Who is she? Wait, is that me?
They're not having it. Okay, well, something very interesting has just occurred. I'm gonna quickly talk to Hawkshaw, I think, about her employment. Okay, we spoke about Pointer. Oh yeah, because Pointer was the only one who she spoke, like, politely of.
Hard to read, that one, but she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know,
Excuse me.
I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough.
Haha.
Then, of
Extra
course, I
space.
met you.
Oof.
My Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. She... Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Because she's a
she's a
suspect.
suspect.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, no. I can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never... Well, the truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. The playing field has never really been even since she left.
Where did she go?
Away. She went away.
They're very suspicious. And Penny.
Ah, Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
Penny's
Correct.
your niece, is that right?
At this moment in time,
Huh?
until she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world of the Pointers and join
Doesn't-
the Fellows.
He doesn't like the
Like
fellows.
rats deserting a sinking ship.
Eh.
A listless soul drifting through the ether.
What's wrong with her?
Not sure. She's always been troubled. Comes from a dysfunctional family. I'd say you could ask her about it, but I think you might find that to be a bit of a dead end.
He is also becoming quite suspicious in my mind.
He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends.
So, okay.
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those aren't
Those two
separable.
things aren't mutually
thank you.
exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her. But I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I've begun to notice her by herself, wandering the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did.
Fifi?
Ah, yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
Haha.
She doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will on others.
Still, keep an eye on her.
No, I'm
Dangerously intelligent, that one.
more
sound
concerned about
jealous.
you.
Wait, are you two science rivals?
Oh no, we operate on very different wavelengths. Literally.
Yeah. Fits.
What do you want me to say? He's the gardener.
He's a member of the family.
Yeah, but not the Pointer family.
What happened to his parents, do you know?
His father, Flint, is Felix's brother.
Yes.
Strange man. Don't think anybody knows what happened to him, but he certainly doesn't live here anymore.
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her. She never actually married into the fellow family. Her relationship with Flint was, it was short-lived.
And you?
I don't especially want to talk about myself.
Suspicious?
Introspection often leads to vanity.
Wait, does it?
Why don't we discuss the moons of Jupiter instead?
No.
I'm not sure if we have time. Aren't there like 10 of them?
83.
Yeah, we don't have time.
This is an 83. Yeah, very suspicious man.
So which one is Tangle Tower?
What's that?
There are two towers, right? Flora's tower and your astronomy tower.
Neither? Truly, I have no idea. You'd have to ask Flora.
She named the house?
The whole thing is a result of her squabbling with her family.
With Felix, you mean? Her husband?
No, her brother and sister, and her father. The Remington family was a rather tumultuous little unit, you see.
That is true.
But I don't think Flora has spoken with any of them in over a decade.
And who's this?
What a precious photograph.
Of?
She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
Who?
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either.
What? Not fair in the slightest. Not much else I want to. Oh, maybe.
This looks a little rushed, even by Felix's standards.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old fellow to have a hobby. Keeps his mind from decaying, you know.
Oof.
This is supposed to be Felix, is it?
I think so.
I see he's afforded himself considerable artistic license.
Wow. Brutal. Okay. This?
Where on earth did you find that?
It was in a bush outside. I think someone threw it away.
How peculiar.
Okay. Quite ominous.
Pretty.
What's this?
It's a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you from, Sally? It's tidier than my desk.
That's true.
The notebook is untouched. It's completely blank.
So, even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
Fair enough. A lot of leaves.
There's something kinda disappointing about this. I just expected a bit more from an astronomer.
Oh, does it not compare to...
Yeah, okay, I've already explored that little line of dialogue. It's interesting that his telescope is pointed directly there. Just thought that was worth mentioning. Okay, I don't think there's anything new. Actually, wait, hold on.
There's a name for this, you know.
It's an upright piano. Okay, I thought we could just type in the melody, perhaps. That might yield some more information. There was something that Penelope said she treasured.
That bed. It's like something from a fairy tale.
Does it feel warm over here, or is it just me?
No, you're right. Maybe the bed has some kind of heater.
It's not coming from the bed. It's coming from the wall.
The wall? That's strange.
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them. It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds?
Who?
Nope. They're wooden.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
Do you have any clues as to which would be the right one? Oh, wait. I know. I'm looking at the eyes.
Nope.
There must be some logic to how the birds are arranged. Something to do with those white lines.
Maybe... Oh, wait. No, wait. Oh. It's three, maybe?
Nothing.
I think the birds are related to each other.
I guess that's wrong.
It's a family tree. The colors and eyes combine as they go down the family line.
Oh.
You'll need to start with blue and yellow at the top.
Oh, okay, well, I got that much. Oh, okay, I see. Then it becomes green. There we go.
No, that was it.
Nice work.
I'm glad she was there to give us hints. We got there.
Did the door open? What's in there?
Oi. A ripped piece of paper crumpled into a bowl. Red flower petals were found inside. A message is angrily scrawled onto the paper. Now I'll get her. I think this warrants some investigation.
That's rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope. You'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Okay, stream is having trouble again. This is precisely why I avoid streaming on this network. Oh my goodness. So I don't know why the connection is going down so much. I don't know, we've had a lot of problems today, it seems. Okay. We're back, it seems, but this is precisely why I avoid streaming on this network. It's just too unreliable. It has potential, but it's not consistent. So, yeah, let's finish up this, and then maybe I think I'll end the stream at that, perhaps.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business.
You know, I suspect... If you're curious, I suspect that Poppy and Fitz had something going, and Penelope's not happy with that.
I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, of course. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
Do they have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
I've already forgotten all three of those names.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest, Tabitha is the most patient, and Tamara has the best sense of rhythm.
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head?
On my head? It's just my hat.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
That is quite funny. Okay. I'd quite like to confront her about this whole business.
Those petals.
Yes?
What about them?
It's nothing.
No, tell me.
They're just unusual.
Maybe Fitz can tell us about it. Let's ask Fitz. Yeah, so I don't know why my alternative connection wasn't working today, but it wasn't, so, you know, I was forced to resort to the one I don't like. Unfortunate.
Those petals.
Yes.
They,
What?
they're red.
Thank you.
This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny and gem-stony?
Sometimes. You never really know what's going to happen.
And what do you do with this shiny and edible fruit?
You look at it.
Okay.
Poppy's piano music. I remember when she started learning. She's improved a lot since then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course.
Correct. In this open letter.
How odd.
I didn't like his brief response to that.
Penelope's 3 favorite birds. She's very protective over them.
Are they like her pets? Do they have names?
Oh, they have names. Penelope loves to name things.
Do you remember what she named them?
I do not.
For some reason, I don't think they're on the best terms. I really don't. I think there's some flawed things going on there. We've really explored this whole little thing today. This lower, I suppose, quadrant. Maybe we should ask Hawkshaw about this.
really are ridiculous, aren't they? I believe that was in Flora's room yesterday, but it was not cracked when I saw it last.
Huh, interesting.
A somewhat cumbersome device, and an altogether inefficient way to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
You got it open. I'm impressed. I managed it myself yesterday. I thought Flora might be hiding something in there.
It was empty yesterday, too.
It was. Perhaps it's always been empty.
You're lying.
Conveniently left anonymous. It's useless until you can prove to whom it concerns. Can you do that?
No?
No.
Let me try to open some small plot points before we end the stream off. So we're not going to ask about all the people yet, but there's some things I'd like to get information on if I can.
I'm as confused as you are. Now this is still in very good condition, apart from the crack, of course.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence. Cunning.
Does Flora normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
Fair enough. And this?
That looks like it might belong to Fitz.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd.
Okay. And the gramophone?
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
There's a
Can't say I do.
There's a sort of rose motif going on here. I'd like to know what that's about. Okay, well, I think that's where we're going to end it for today. Unfortunately, we did have some rather cumbersome issues today. That was quite annoying, but, you know, we can try to make sure that that's not the case tomorrow. And we will continue to play Tangle Tower tomorrow. And I hope you'll be there for it. Thank you so much for joining me, and goodbye.